Hello and welcome to Getting to Know Your Games. I'm RPG Maniac 05 and today we'll be going over the battle system in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. The latest entry in this series adds a few new touches to the battle system in order to make it a bit more interesting than the previous installments. You'll notice at the bottom left hand corner of the screen is the command deck. It allows you to cycle through special abilities that you can use in and out of battle. Gotcha! By pressing the triangle button, the command deck begins cycling through the commands you have listed on your screen, which can be altered in the command menu, which we'll do in a few seconds. You can go to the command deck screen and it allows you to edit your deck, meld commands, look at your command list, choose decks if you set up more than one, and look at your finished commands. You can edit your battle commands, your action commands, and your shot luck commands from the edit deck screen. First up are the battle commands. By selecting the battle commands, you're able to look at the list of available commands and choose one of them to replace a command you already have on your list or add a new one if there's an empty space. You're also able to reorganize them by pressing the left or right button and moving them based on where you would like them to show up in the rotation. Your action commands are abilities such as jumping, your barriers, counterattacks, and other abilities that'll help you throughout battle. And these can be leveled up just like the battle commands. And finally, your shot luck command is a new ability added that allows you to take on crowds a bit easier. And we'll get to more on that later. Now to see this battle system in action. By pressing the triangle button while you're in battle, you'll be able to string together combos using both the attack buttons and your command deck commands. These allow you a new strategic way to do battle, as opposed to just pressing X repeatedly and hoping that you beat the enemies. You'll notice that she's glowing right now. I'll explain the command styles a little bit later in the segment. The shot luck command is activated by holding down the shoulder buttons and targeting your enemies. Once you release the buttons, you'll begin attacking the enemies, and as you level them up, you'll have access to stronger finishes. The command styles are abilities that change the attributes of your attack in battle. You notice the character glowing when I used a few different attacks. This is what happens when you activate the command styles. These are activated in a variety of ways. Some are activated by using different types of magic, using fire spells or ice spells, using thunder spells, or in the case of Blade Charge, using fire or ice spells while you're already inside of another command style. So, by filling up the gauge above the command deck, and satisfying the requirements such as using the elemental spells or using the attacks that are needed to activate the command style, it'll cause your character to start glowing, and it'll change the attributes of their attack. In this case, it adds ice to the attack. The D-Links are another new addition to the system that allows you to use abilities from characters that you've met over the course of your adventure. To do this, all you do is press the right button on the D-pad and it'll bring up a list of the characters you've met. After pressing triangle on a character, you'll activate the D-Link and gain access to new abilities. Now these abilities vary from person to person and can be powered up by defeating enemies and gaining star emblems from the defeated opponents. After the gauge fills up, you gain access to a finishing command unique to that person, and these change as well as the D-Link powers up. In this case, I'm using Snow White, and all of her attacks are named after the 7 dwarfs, with her finisher being a spell of light orbs. And that pretty much is the basic rundown of the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep battle system. And next time on Getting to Know Your Games, we go over the tactical blitz battle system of Valkyria Chronicles 2 for the PSP. where new characters and new vehicles add a whole new strategic aspect to the game. Until next time, game on.